Good afternoon. It's Monday the 18th of January. I am back in the region with a parcel. Parcel I've already opened, but there's two things in here, so I'm going to look at the second thing separately. It's a cold, chilly day, overcast, but dry enough for me to be out here with a nice hot cup of tea. So I'm going to pull out the second item from this parcel. Here we go, there we go. Oh, okay. So what we've got is Pirates of Pugmire. Okay, so this is from Post-Apocalyptic Publishing and Onyx Path Publishing. Pirates of Pugmire. Out here on the Acid Sea, it doesn't matter what your house is or what your noble family, what noble family you're descended from. All you need is a sturdy ship, a plastic hull, and a firm wind behind you, and maybe some guns. Stumpy Sabu, Chroma Child, Gecko Captain of the Pig's Tail. With the advent of the plastic hull, people of all species took to the Acid Sea to explore, seeking new shores and facing the unknown. Life on the sea is different than life in the relative safety of the kingdoms and monarchies. Sailors must face the dangers of hunger, starvation, or becoming hopelessly lost and adrift while the plastic hulls of their boats slowly melt into uselessness. Large portions of the sea remain unexplored and uncharted, denying pirates the assurance of a safe journey home. If treasure is found, there is always a hostile crew or two out there on the waves, lying in wait to raid returning ships. Twisted corpses of dead sea life animated by unseen forces haunt the waves. It takes an extra level of grit to brave the acid sea. Do you have what it takes? Pirates of Pugmire is a chronicle source for both Pugmire and Monikers of Mal. It's usable with either game or as a joint experience. Some highlights include 2 new species for players to enjoy: lizards and birds. 6 new callings, including 2 for dogs and 2 for cats. Rules for building, sailing and sinking ships. Sinking ships, of course. A trove of new allies, enemies and treasures. Information on Waterdog Port and Port Matthew. Going on the account, a chronicle of 3 new adventures taking characters from 1st through 6th level. Now, Pugmire is this is an anthropomorphic setting in which designed for, it's compatible with Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, but it's more streamlined. Every character in Pugmire is a dog. It's essentially an anthropomorphic dog, and they have a calling which equate roughly to the various classes in Dungeons and Dragons. Mankind has long disappeared, and the dogs don't know why, but they do follow the adage, be a good dog. The other setting book is Monikers of Mal, which is all about cats, and with cats, there's a darker tone to it, and cats are a little more selfish and self-possessed. Is the best way of putting it. But this combines the two. This essentially allows the characters from both settings to go to sea, serve in the same ship, and campaign together along with the new races of birds and geckos. So I'm going to have a look inside. Now, I said basically I have reviewed most things available for Pugmire. I've not been able to look at Monikers of Mal yet, but I really like Pugmire. It's a really charming little game. It's a post-apocalyptic setting, but in a fantasy world. So, for example, all the magic items are actually artifacts. So a scrying device might actually be a mobile phone. How that actually works is never explained, but it doesn't matter. It works because it does. So we open up. Again, the artwork in here is fantastic. A great shot of at sea. You've got the roiling acid sea behind it, behind the crew. It's essentially it's all about acquiring treasure and the dangerous legacy of mankind. What's great is one of the things about the books is they have a commentary from in-game characters. In Pugmire, it's Princess Yasha Pug. in Monica's Mao, it's Sabian, Sphinx, Fawn, Angora, and now it's Polly of the Seven Blazing Feathers. And they get their own little boxes there throughout the book. And we just turn the page. Here's the inspirations for Pirates of Pugmire as well, which include Seventh Sea, great choice, great game by John Wick, Assassin's Creed 4, a host of movies from Captain Blood to The Goonies, On Stranger Tides, the book, not the film, and The Princess Bride, and so on. And now The Rat Queens, which is a fun comic book from Image Comics. Essentially, the new races are lizards, geckos, serpents, turtles, other families. Birds do parrots, and let me see. Lizard families are the geckos, serpents, or turtles. Bird nests are parrots, crows, or sparrows. So you could do a Jack Sparrow if you really wanted to, I suppose. And then essentially you have new calling backgrounds. We have Marine and Sailor, and then calling that, let's have a look. Callings we have Crusaders. So we have full explanation of the character class here, and basically we have 6 examples. What the character could be like, and Gundog. That's a nice idea that it takes essentially the Gundog of hunting and brings it on board ships. So they've got the musket, basically the pistol there, and handling the cannon, and then for the cat, there's basically the torpedo, and Mystic, and then for essentially the Alkalist, for the lizard, and you've basically got a turtle one there, I believe, or could be a very large gecko. Can't tell, can't see a shell, and essentially Alkalists use salt, which they gather in basins and salt pans, and then so on. And then we have the rhymer. Basically, they derive it from the gift of performance: song, dance, juggling, storytelling, acting, and so on. Essentially, it's a calling unique to birds. And we've got sample characters. There we go. I do like the artwork in here. It's a lot of fun. It basically does the anthropomorphic thing, and it does the sort of like the pulpy pirate sort of thing at the same time. So like that's full of action. Okay, ports of call is discussing the pirates, pirate life, locations, and so on. So that, down onto Port Matthew, which is another location, and then Lurker in the Fog. Nice bit of fiction there. Again, more great artwork. You've got magic being thrown around, giant sea serpent there, or Leviathan. You've got enemies as well. Oh, brilliant! Otter border. Okay, I want any game with otters is automatically a win. But an otter border is just, fantastic. My only complaint there would be, why can't I play an otter? I want to be an otter. So we've got a section on treasures. Yeah, more great artwork, and at locations on the over the Acid Sea, so Dalmatian Cove, before we get to basically Rotten Rats, essentially, and which is essentially a campaign for your pirate characters. So that is Pirates of Pugmire. Really nice looking book. Thoroughly recommended if you're looking for an anthropomorphic role-playing game. Pugmire, Onyx Path, and this is going to be great. If you're looking for an anthropomorphic pirate game, well, this is really accessible. It's powered by 5th edition, so it's really familiar and easy to play. So I will review this in due course, because I've really enjoyed all the Pugmire books to date. So, thank you for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed it, click the like button, please. If you have comments or feedback, I take time to respond to those. And if you want to see more videos from me, please do subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I will be back with another unboxing soon. Bye for now.